Hello ladies and gentlemen, Classic Mike is here and welcome back to another episode of Classic Mike Talk. Now on today's episode I wanted to talk with you about the event that happened not long ago that called the Game Award 2020. I must be honest with you, I didn't know that this show is a thing. I never heard of that. I don't remember ever seeing this event happening before. Maybe it's something new that happened in this horrible year, I don't know. But anyway, as I said, this is the first time I saw this event. And maybe I saw it in the past and I don't remember. But I must say, the trailers that I saw on this event was pretty impressive. And there was a few announcements over there that got me really excited. And I hope that it's going to end up as a very good game. I wanted to pass with you on the top 5 trailers that I saw on this event. That I cannot say that this is the most anticipated game from this event because everybody have their own taste on games. This is based on my personal taste in video games, and this is 5 trailers that I saw on this event that really got my attention. I want to pass on them one by one with you together and let's see them. So let's go to number 5. It's a trailer to a game. It's a sequel that personally I didn't play the first game, but it's look really interesting. Let's see it together.
It's time to go. Lights out, old friend.
First of all, the music in this trailer is goddamn awesome, I must say. This is the one thing that got my attention in the first of this trailer. Obviously, when you see Vin Diesel, obviously it gets your eyes. Now, I cannot say that I didn't recognize that this game is going to be Ark. The color of the people, how they look like. First, they try to show you some primitive enemies, and before I realized they're talking about Ark, I really thought that this is going to be a cleanse war. I thought that this is probably going to be an open world game where you build your village with people and fight with primitive people. And then I saw this goddamn Tyrannosaur. So at first, when I saw this raw, I thought to myself, maybe it's finally a Jurassic Park game. Maybe finally I'm gonna see a good Jurassic Park game. But then I remember there is primitive people over here, so must not be it. At this moment, specifically, I really thought this is going to be a Jurassic Park game, since it really reminded me the scene from Jurassic Park 2, where the people was running away from a Tyrannosaur and ran behind the waterfall. But as you can see, there is no waterfall and they get into a cave. Now, this is the part that interested me the most, because I never played the first Ark game, and I don't know anything about it. I didn't even know that the first Ark game had a single player mode. Well, I knew that it's a multiplayer game where you really ride on dinosaurs and fight other people online. And now I see all this part when Vin Diesel see all these parts on this drawing on the stones and this machine, and he know how to walk with that. So I thought to myself, wait a minute, what's the story behind this game? So I'm probably gonna check it out. I'm not saying that I'm gonna play the first game on my channel. It's too late for me, and to be honest, this kind of games, it's not the kind of game that I'm really interested to play. And this is why Ark 2 is number 5 in this list, because this is an awesome trailer. I really enjoyed watching this trailer. It was awesome. The music, Vin Diesel, and not that like I'm a big fan of Vin Diesel, but it's really interesting that the movie star in a size like that come to a video game. That was an awesome trailer. I love it. Music, soundtrack, actors, dinosaurs look very good. I hope the game will be good. I will see about that when it comes out. Maybe I will play it. I don't know. Let's move to number 4. So number 4 is a trailer of a game that was not announced now. It was announced, I think, if I remember correctly, in the last E3 event. I must say that the trailer from E3 didn't get my attention so well. It kind of looked to me like a new version of Death Stranding, but with a woman. You probably already understand that I'm talking about Returnal, but in this trailer that was shown on Game Awards, we saw the gameplay trailer. And it's definitely looked like a good game, I must say. I still don't know if the game will be good. We can never know that in this at this moment. But I must say it really looks interesting. It looked like a combination of Death Stranding and Mass Effect. The fact that she can die and come back to life, this is something that we can see in the trailer, really remind me of Death Stranding. But the shooting and stuff kind of remind me of the old Mass Effect games. So let's watch the trailer together.
My end is waiting at the beginning. I will go there now. The crash! Every time! What is this cycle I'm trapped inside? another beginning.
PlayStation.
Another end, another beginning. Really sounds like Death Stranding. I must say this game looks cool. I hope it will be at the end a good game. We cannot say at this moment, but it really got my eyes. There is a really good chance that I'm gonna play it, but it seems like it's going to be for PS5. I don't know. At this moment, unfortunately, I don't have a PS5. I hope that I will get a PS5 until the game will be released. As if I remember correctly, this game was shown in the E3 as a PlayStation game. I'm not sure about that, or maybe it was shown in the presentation of PlayStation 5. I really don't remember, but it's definitely gonna be on the PS5, and I'm gonna probably play it when the game will be released. That was a cool trailer with also good music, but with that we're gonna go to number 3, which is a really interesting trailer. This was an announcement of a new game. I am really afraid now, because I'll tell you what, this looked very promising, very good, but I saw something on Twitter yesterday that got me really concerned about what's going on in this game. So let's first see the trailer and then we will talk about it.
Attention. All personnel report to the main city block. This is not a drill.
Alright, man, get up. What the hell? You see this? Something ain't right.
Please remain calm. It's nothing to fear.
This is Black Irons to transport ship Charon. You are cleared for landing.
Alright, the Callisto Protocol. Except for the depressing fact that this game is going to be out only in 2022, which is so long from now, and I can't wait for that. It's look amazing. That's look like the kind of the horror games I really love to play. It really reminds me of Dead Space. The green light that you can see on this guy's neck really look like the light bar that Isaac Clarke has on his back in Dead Space, and everybody have on their back in Dead Space. But the environment really remind me of Syndrome. As you can see, robots, people that turn to monsters, and a space station. But actually it's not a space station. As you can see in the trailer, it's look more like a prison. Obviously from the reason that this guy is behind the bars, so it look definitely like a cell. But I really wonder what it's going to be now. I told you about something that I read on Twitter a few days ago that really got my concern. IGN said about this game that this game is set 300 years after PUBG. I don't know if they were laughing when they're saying that. I don't know if this game has something to do with PUBG, but I really hope that it has nothing to do with PUBG. Not that I hate PUBG. I just hate all these massive multiplayer games, this Warzone, these Battle Royale games. I don't understand them. I accept the fact that a lot of people like it, love it, and play it all the time, and this game will live forever. Personally, I don't understand these games at all, and I will never play them, but that's probably because I was growing in the NES area, so I only know single player games and adventures and stuff. I don't understand all these Battle Royale games. Now this game really reminds me and really looks like Dead Space which Dead Space was really one of my favorite franchises in the world, except for the third game. I don't want to get into it, but the third game really disappointed me. But the first two games was masterpiece. It was pure horror, but with a very, very, very good story. I really hope that this game is going to be like that. I really hope that this game is going to be a single player game. Obviously it can have a multiplayer mode, but I don't care about that at all. That's fine. But I really hope that the main game will be single player campaign that really looks like Dead Space, not open world and not anything else like that. And definitely I hope that this game will not have anything with PUBG, because I don't understand the connection between that. That's look like a game that's going to be a masterpiece. I really hope it's going to be the next Dead Space, obviously not belong to the Dead Space series. I really hope that this game will surprise for good, and it's going to be very awesome. Callisto Protocol, I'm waiting for this game. I will probably play it on my channel, so there is something to wait for. So now, we are going to the number 2 and number 1 trailers that I saw on this show. Number 2 is a game that I don't know if I will manage to play it on myself, but because in the original it's a game that belonged to Microsoft. They are the owners of this game, so I don't know if this game will ever be released to PlayStation. But if it's a first-person shooter and it belongs to Microsoft, it probably will have PC port. I hope so, I don't know. We are obviously talking about Perfect Dark. So let's watch the trailer and then talk about it.
I remember when everything changed. The floods, the storms, the fires, people dying in the streets. The corporations gave us solutions. A better world. And we welcome them into our lives. But the laws of nature aren't meant to be broken. We need to know what they're hiding.
Cruel world.
Did you find the answers you were looking for, Agent Dark?
Not yet. This is just the beginning.
Okay, first of all, wow! This is a blowing trailer. Wow, this music, this kind of trailers that have such good music in that, this was awesome. That's such a good music. I don't know how the final game will be. I remember a lot of games that had very good trailers, but the game sucked or was not good as the trailer. But man, this trailer is awesome. This trailer is so good. So as I said, I don't know if I will manage to play this game. As I said, this game is owned by Microsoft. Basically, it started somewhere in the middle of 2000 with a Nintendo 64 game, obviously called Perfect Dark. It was declared by many as a very good Nintendo 64 game. It has the same mechanism as in the infamous GoldenEye game, James Bond game that everybody likes on the Nintendo 64. Personally, I never played any of them. I never owned the Nintendo 64 before. I only saw it at friend's house when I was a kid, and the only game that I know, the game that I played with my friends was Mario Kart, obviously. Even though I saw the game Mario 64, but I never had the game. So that means that I never actually played the whole game. But anyway, Perfect Dark was originally released for Nintendo 64, and after that they came out with Game Boy Color port, which I never played any of them. Later on it had a sequel, even though it was a prequel, Perfect Dark Zero. Since the game belonged to Microsoft, it was released on the Xbox 360, so I never played it before, I don't know the game. And there was an actually remake of the first game that also came out for the Xbox 360. So obviously I never played any of them. If this game would be released only for Xbox Series X or the new console and the PC, I might buy it for the PC and play it. I don't know, there is a lot of time until then. I own an Xbox One and I'm not gonna buy the new generation of Xbox. I was always a PlayStation guy. I used to live all my life with a PlayStation. I used to have PlayStation without even having a computer. So this is why I will never betray the PlayStation. I'm sorry Xbox fans, but not gonna happen. But if there will be a PC port, I will probably play it. There is something to wait for. Looks amazing, looks good, trailer blow my mind. And with that, we are gonna go to number 1. The trailer that got my eyes the most. I cannot lie, I didn't play the whole series. I play half of the series. I will explain that as soon as we finish to see the trailer. But I am really excited that there is a new game coming. I really hope this game will be a sequel to the first trilogy. I'm talking obviously about Mass Effect, ladies and gentlemen. A game that I cannot say that I didn't fall in love with. I will talk about that more after we will see the trailer. Let's see it together.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched.
Roger, copy. Eagle, Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
Tourist station. Unknown vessel approaching. We need first contact protocol.
Humanity now stands as partners in the galaxy. Back 6 away. Godspeed. What's that place? Directly down the Dreadnought. Engines are going abandoned!
Is anyone receiving this? We've lost contact.
Anomaly readings all across space.
Wow, what a trailer. Now this is why I'm so excited. As I told you, I didn't play the whole series. I never played the first and original Mass Effect game. When it came out years ago, it was an Xbox game. And obviously I didn't have an Xbox back then. But at some point they released a PlayStation 3 version. You can only buy it digital. And I did it. When? After I played Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. I played both of them, and because I played both of them on the PS3, I could continue straight from Mass Effect 2 to Mass Effect 3. If you don't know the series, at least the original trilogy, you can use your saved game from the previous game and play with that the sequel. I played Mass Effect 2. In Mass Effect 2, it's kind of the game that you choose things and you have consequences of things you do. Your crewmates can die, you can finish the game with all your crewmates alive, everything can change in this game, and you can have a complete different ending, depends on your actions in the game. And obviously, because it's an RPG, you can customize your own character. When I used to play it back then, I customized my own character that looks like something that I wanted, and it was really cool for my opinion that I could take this character with me together to the Mass Effect 3 game. And all the characters that survived from the Mass Effect 2 came with me to Mass Effect 3. I don't know, I don't want to drop too many spoilers, but as I said, the game will end depends on how you will play it. It's an old game, so I don't know if many of you ever played it or will have the chance to play it, but also this game presents romantic opportunities. You can have a romance with one of your crewmates. Originally, I don't love RPG games, but Mass Effect is a game that make me fell in love with this kind of genre. And I really love the idea that you can take everything you've done in Mass Effect 2 and take it to Mass Effect 3. Now, if I will play Mass Effect 1, I could play the whole first trilogy with the same character that I built and with a straight continuities to all the events from the previous game. It will come with me to the next one. Also, after this original trilogy, they came out with a game for PlayStation 4, Mass Effect Andromeda. This game, I own this game. I bought the digital on PlayStation 4, but I still didn't have the chance to play it. It had very bad reviews, I remember back at the time, that a lot of people said that it doesn't remind them the feeling that they have when they play the original games. I don't know, usually I'm not listening to reviews. The only case where I decided if the game is good or bad is when I play the game by myself. I don't know how much they can stick to the original trilogy. It's really interesting, I'm really curious to know. Now I'm really waiting for this game. The question is if they will have the ability to take my save game from the previous games. If it will have that, it will be impossible for me to have the straight continuity because I own the first trilogy on my PlayStation 3. If I heard that correctly, they are going to release Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I don't know what does it mean. I can bet that this Legendary Edition will contain all the first 3 games and Andromeda, and then you will be able to continue the game and take your save file to Mass Effect, the new one. I don't even know if it's going to be Mass Effect 4. I don't know anything. As you saw the trailer, they only said Mass Effect will return. So therefore, I decided that until the game will be released, somewhere in the future, probably have a lot of time. Until then, I will probably have the PlayStation 5. I will probably buy it until then, because I bet that this game will not come out in the next year. I'm gonna go back for Mass Effect, and I'm gonna play the whole first 4 games. I'm gonna play the original trilogy, starting with Mass Effect 1, that's going to be a complete blind walkthrough, because as I said, I never played Mass Effect 1 before. I don't know anything about the story in Mass Effect 1, so it's going to be a complete new experience for me. And I'm really excited actually, because I own this game for so long and I never had the chance to start because I know that it's a long game. All the Mass Effect games are long, depends on how you play them, if you want to do everything. And it's really help you with the story if you do side missions and interact with your crewmates. As much as I remember from Mass Effect 2 and 3. And I'm gonna start working on that really soon. You will probably see it a long time from now because it will take some time. For the meantime, I have a lot of videos to publish before that, and you will enjoy a lot of more other content. For the meantime, I really hope that you're enjoying my videos. I really hope that you're enjoying this show. This is only the 2nd episode. I like making that, it's fun. If you enjoy that, I really hope that you will like to join me on future videos. Let me know in the comment section what was your favorite trailer. What is the game that you are most waiting for from Game Award show. Let me know what is your opinion on my top 5. Anything you want to say, just write it in the comment section below. I will probably interact with you, and I will probably say something about that on the next episode of KlassikMike Talk. What was the trailer that you liked the most and why? I'm waiting to hear from you. I really hope that you enjoyed this one. If you do, leave a like, that will help me a lot. If you want to see more videos that I've done, check my channel. If you like my channel and you want to support, all you need to do is to subscribe today. So ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate that you watched this video. Thank you very much for that. And stay with me for the next episode of KlassikMike Talk. It's gonna be fun. See you on the next one. Goodbye.
I'm sure that I get there and I'll figure it out if everything was a lie and Jimmy's an asshole and stuff. Wait a minute. This guy is Jimmy. I mean, the guy that they were talking about on the computer over there. So